What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I was at the thrift store again and found a bunch of basketball cards this time. It was like, I don't know, about 3 or 4,000, somewhere between 3 and 5,000 cards. This is half of it, and then I found more behind the desk. But just wanted to show what they looked like at the thrift store briefly. They were mostly 90 to 95. This is Top Stadium Club. I believe this is like 92 or 93. Around the time of Chris Webber, Anthony Hardaway. They were in the same draft, and I think Shaq was either the year before or the year after that. But pulled aside a couple cards here, just was sort of sampling what was there to see if it was worth picking up to dig for some more treasures. So I think I put aside a Zoe, a Dominique, John Stockton. Nothing crazy, but worth the entertainment value for sure. There's a Magic Johnson there. So more of the Stadium Club. I believe this is, I want to say it's 92, 93 or 91, 92 year. So just flipping through this really quick. There's another Magic, I think. And then there was some Skybox 90 Skybox behind the counter. I went through them very briefly in the thrift store, as I think you will have seen in the previous segment. But let's dig into these. Got these for a good price, and I always find this really fun, just digging through the thrift store stuff to see what we find. So let's go through this one box at a time. I might speed up some parts of this depending on the frequency of hits in here. Let's get into it right away let's start with this. Let's go with this 91, 92 and then 92, 93. I'm going to make some room over here. Let's go with these three from the 90s. Actually, this 93, 94 is the year Jordan was retired, so save that for towards the end. Let's go through these two first, and then take it from there. Okay, so in 91, 92 Upper Deck, as far as hits, I think we're really just looking for Michael Jordan base cards, all-star card. I think there's the rookies in 91, 92 are going to be Dikembe Mutombo, Steve Smith, and I believe like Kenny Anderson and Anthony Mason were also rookies that year. So other than the inserts, which is there's really not anything that crazy in 91, 92 Upper Deck. There's like a Jordan hologram card. There's like a Jerry West hero set. I think you get an autograph Jerry West. I'm assuming that would have been pulled out. But really we're just looking for Jordans and the rookies, and maybe if we get lucky, a hologram. Let's go ahead and get this tape off of here. Oops. On this first box, let's see if this second one is taped. Not anymore. Alright, let's go with the Upper Deck first. See what's in here. Looks like this might be a complete set. If it's ordered, I'm gonna guess it is a set. I didn't look at this too much in the thrift store. No, this is not ordered. So let's scan through these really quick. I might speed this up. Might speed it up in post, but for now, let's just blaze through these. John Sally, Karl Malone. I don't even know if any of the stars, other than Jordan, really book for anything. Let me just check really quick. Yeah, like Scottie Pippen's like 75 cents. Larry Bird's $1. These are book values. Dennis Rodman. I'll pull out Dennis Rodman if I find it. Yeah, and then the rookies. So, I'm not gonna pull out. Not gonna pull out. What's his name? Patrick Ewing. Not worth it, I don't think. Reggie Lewis. I wonder if that's even books for anything. 123. 123. Nope. He's not even in the book. Rest in peace, buddy. Gary Payton. That's a sweet card. I remember that. A sweet picture. I remember seeing that picture for the first time as a kid. 153. Gary Payton, 60 cents. Book value. I'll put it aside. Because I think, I don't remember when his rookie year was. I think it was like the year before that. Chris Mullin. There's a David Robinson All-Star card. 58. Let me just check that real quick. 58. Yeah, that's not even in the book. The Magic Johnson All-Star card. 40 cents. Vlade. Mookie. This is like my bread and butter as far as knowing the players. 90s basketball. I know almost all these guys. John Starks. Steve Smith. I think this is the Steve Smith rookie. 447. This is Steve Smith rookie. Oh, the rookie card is number 4. This is like a prospect card. For some reason, it's not in the book. I don't go off of book values, by the way, for like, as far as like judging the real market value. But I mean, one thing that is useful about the book values is their relative values, not the, not saying any one value or one card value specifically is necessarily accurate, but the value relative, the numbers relative to one another are generally correct. I mean, if you compare, compared them to what cards sell for on eBay, they're going to be similar proportions. Ben Johnson. D. Brown. What did I miss here? John Stockton. 52. 52. Yeah, the only All-Stars that are in the book are Magic and Michael. As far as the All-Star cards. Marshallonis. Looks like this might have been picked through. I can't really tell yet. Probably would have had a Jordan by now. Karl Malone. Sean Kemp, that's a sweet card. I mean, picture-wise. Put that aside just because the picture is dope. Tim Hardaway. This is a second-year card. Yeah. Dominique. Tim Hardaway again. Come on, let's get some Jordans. Hoping there's like at least one Jordan in here. You would think that before stuff is donated, like some of it would have been picked through, but not with that 89 Fleer that I found in the last video. All the rookies were in there. There's David Robinson. 467. Looks like Dennis Rodman All-Star is also in the book. I don't know why he made the All-Star team when he was on the Pistons, but somehow he didn't get voted in on the Bulls. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. Did in the Hall of Fame, but didn't make the All-Star team like the last 8 years of his career. It's a head scratcher. Sam Vincent, no Jordan wearing number 12 in this card, though. That's kind of a cool picture. $3.45. Well, that book's for 40 cents. Somebody will like Charles Barkley. There's a lot of Hardaways in here. Come on. That's a cool picture. Doesn't look like there's going to be any Jordans, unfortunately. We got spoiled yesterday with the 89 Fleer, or I should say last video. Yesterday in real time. New Bull. Okay, so that's the upper deck. Nothing really crazy out of there. Just to do a quick recap of that. Dominique, Charles Barkley, Sean Kemp, and Gary Payton. Most of those guys, I know Barkley's in the Hall of Fame already. I don't know if Sean Kemp's going to make it, but Dominique and Gary Payton should make it if they're not there already. Let's go through this. Looks like, what's this going to be? 92, 93, Fleer, and Upper Deck. So for Fleer, 92, 93, I'm guessing all the insert cards, if any, were pulled out of here. But this is the year 92, 93 when insert cards really started to pick up in basketball in terms of putting them, a lot more of them, in the sets. So let's see, we got All-Star cards. 92, 93, we would probably see it if it was in here from the cross section. Those are the glossy ones. I think they have that blue tint to them, if I'm not mistaken. So I don't think there's going to be any of those in here, but those are sweet. If we pulled one of those Jordan books for $40, if it's like graded 9, it goes for even more than that. Depending on, we don't know if this is Series 1 or Series 2, but Series 2 has, let's see, the total D is the let's see, Team Leaders card was actually the hardest one to find, but those were only in the rack packs, Series 1 rack packs. Again, we would probably see that from the cross section. And then the same thing with Total D, that was actually Series 2 Jumbo. So it doesn't seem like there are going to be any insert cards in here, unfortunately. But I actually picked up a bunch of boxes of 90s Fleer that I'm going to be putting in the shop. They'll be in the shop when I open it up, hopefully next week. We'll start doing some group breaks. Got a lot of awesome vintage boxes, including, I don't think 92, 93. Oh, actually, I might have one box of 92, 93, so we can chase the All-Star cards there. But the years that I are even more memorable for me are the second three-peat years with the Bulls. So starting in 95, 96, I think I have 95, 96, 96, 97, and 97, 98. There's some awesome insert cards like Game Breakers and Total O that hopefully we will discover a couple of those when we start doing group breaks on those. So best we can hope for here, other than just the love of the game clause, is some base cards like the Michael Jordan books for a few bucks. A series 2 for this, depending on what maybe we can cheat a little bit and look at the numbers. So 274, 16. This looks like it would be series 1, but series 2, this is actually Shaq's rookie year. So the Shaq rookie card actually books for 6. I haven't checked the prices recently, but I'm assuming it was graded 9. It'd be even higher than that. There's some autograph cards in here, but again, I think we'd be able to tell from the cross section. So really, we're just looking for Jordan, Shaq, and maybe Lonzo Mourning, and Sprewell. Sprewell's rookie year is in here as well. So Sprewell, Shaq, Jordan. Let's see if we can find one of those guys. We're going to go through these pretty quick, I think. 248. Just curious if that books. No, it doesn't. Surprised Reggie Lewis cards aren't more collectible. Blaylock, underrated defender. Kenny Anderson. That's his second year, I think. Microwave, Vinnie Johnson, Tim Hardaway. I like Tim Hardaway, personally. I'm going to put that aside just because I love Tim Hardaway. There's a Pippen dunk card. Wonder if that's slam dunk. This doesn't have a number on it. Let me see where that would be. SD. Yeah, Pippen. This is in the book. It's like probably 40 cents. Charles Barkley dunk card. I don't see that in the book, but I don't know. I love all these All-Stars from this year. I'm going to put that one aside. There you go, Dennis Rodman. I'm going to put aside Dennis Rodman every single time. One of my favorite players ever. So there's some decent cards in here. There's the Pippen right there. 36. Yeah, that book's for 75 cents. This isn't about, the book values, you guys. This is, something like this. This is straight up love of the game. I'm just curious what these are, relatively speaking. 213, Sean Kemp. Yeah, that's in the book. Looks like he's about to dunk on Patrick Ewing. Dennis Rodman again. So we already got a nice little stack going here. Need to go through these quickly because we have so many. Craig Elo, Jordan's favorite guy to pick on. Mitch Richmond. Forget what these are called. These are like the Provisions sort of version of this year. SY. Yeah, I think these are, whatever they are, I think the acronym is SY. I think it's like the Provision version of 92, 93. There you go. There's the Dennis Rodman. Look at those stats. I mean, this dude is just nuts. 1,500 rebounds. Oh my god. See, even if there was 100 games in the year, which there isn't, there's 82, that would be 15.3 rebounds a game right there. So you know he averaged, see that? 1530. If you divide 1530 by 100, it's 15.3, and there's only 82, so you know he probably averaged like 17 rebounds a game that year. 17 rebounds a game. That's insane. Larry Brown. I need some Jordans. Glenn Rice. Another Rodman. Another Rodman. Two more Rodmans. Schoolyard Stars. Pippen. I'm going to keep that in there because it's got a big crease down the middle. Sean Kemp. Joe Dumars, James Worthy. Are these in order? These aren't really in order at all, are they? Where's the Shaq? Oh, I thought it almost looked like it almost looked like Shaq, didn't it? I'm guessing Shaq was pulled out of here. I'm going to pick up the pace on this. We got a lot to go through. There's another Rodman. Another Rodman. Whoever this was wasn't a big fan of Rodman. It's fine with me. Bill Laimbeer. Drexler. Oh, I thought that was Shaq again. Psyching me out. Larry Johnson. Larry Johnson's second year, I think. Drexler, another Rodman. I think they printed a lot of these cards. This was like when the junk wax started getting its reputation. But the insert cards in here are still awesome. I mean, everybody covets the team leaders card. There's like, I think like only a handful of them in population that are Gem Mint 10. They're like impossible to get because they stuck together and then they would peel off the part of the card. But those are only in the rack packs anyway. But who knows? I mean, this could have came from a rack pack. Stanley Roberts, you keep psyching me out. Stacey King. pretty time consuming. There's a lot of cards here. Charles Oakley. Chris Jackson before he changed his name. There's the Dikembe. Oh, this is not Dikembe's rookie, right? This is the second year. Still. Put that aside. Fonzo Ellis. Never turned into anything too amazing. Ronnie Cycli was an awesome player. Super underrated. Where are you, Jordan? Jordan Shaq. That was a cool Gary Payton. This is so therapeutic. It's just, it's really relaxing. If you're stressed out, I highly recommend just going through some cards. If you like sports, it's very relaxing. Man, he was tall. I forgot how tall he was. Look at his legs. Dude was 7'6". Think he could have averaged more than 1.5 points a game. It's like, geez, dude. Could dunk the ball without even jumping. You can't average more than 1.5 points a game. You shouldn't be allowed to play in the NBA. For people, you know, I guess it's on the team if they sign you. Was it Dominique? Derek Coleman. Whew. Nothing really great so far. There's another Dikembe. Dikembe. It's funny how fast this comes back to you. It's like riding a bike. You know, just this motion. I was pretty slow at it when I came back to collecting again, but all the rust is worn off now. My card searching skills are back to where they used to be. Okay. Oh yeah, forgot to say we're into 92, 93 upper deck now. Did I look at these already? Yeah, I did. Oh, there's a whatever those were called, sort of like Provisions. Those are cool. They have pretty cool illustrations on those. Nothing really here. Alright, so a little bit more. And then we got 2, 3, 4. We got 4 more boxes to go through. So I think what I'm going to do is I'll go through those in detail off camera. Look at Clarence Witherspoon rookie. And then I'll just go through the hits on video because this takes a long time actually, and it's not like this stuff is some of the stuff that we found before, like that 89 Fleer that I found where they were sort of repacked and they were complete sets with a bunch of duplicates of rookies, or not rookies, of Hall of Famers and whatnot. That was fun to go through every single card, but this isn't loaded. I wouldn't call this loaded by any means. So I will go through the rest of this off camera and come back to you with a quick recap of what I found. So I'll be right back. So I was going through the rest of these and I was gonna just gather up all the hits and then do a recap, since I think there's probably, at this point, I think there's like 3,000 to 4,000 cards. I actually missed a huge box of Skybox in the beginning of the video when I piled everything up. I forgot to put that one on the table, and that's like another, I think another 1,000. But I was gonna wait until the end to show you everything, but I had to show you this find that I just hit in its in the pile that it came from, because I can't believe that this was in here. So we'll just recreate the moment. You know, I was just going through there. I've already gone through probably 600 or 700 Skybox and got a lot of the same stuff. You know, Dominique, Clyde Drexler, still good players and Hall of Famers, and pretty much anybody on the Dream Team. And I love this set. Skybox is one of the first sets I ever bought as a kid. But I was pretty sure this card that we're about to stumble across was pulled out. So I was just going through them really fast. You know, no big deal. And then, bam! Can you believe that? Alright, just had to show you that. I'm going to come right back and do a total recap of everything. But that's fire right there. Okay, finally got through all those cards. This, I think, these two I think are going to be the 2 biggest hits. We got the 90, 91 Jordan Skybox. Can't believe this was in there. I think maybe it was just missed, because I'm surprised if they weren't pulled out. It seems like you may have found more than one, considering there's probably like, I don't know, 1,000 or so cards. But this is one of my favorite cards. This isn't going to be a gem mint 10. It might be a 9, but in a 10, this actually goes for 40 bucks. Actually bought a 10, if you saw in a recent video. So I bought a 10 recently for $40. This is a Kobe Bryant from the 2008-2009 season. It's an insert card. It books for $6, I think. So this was a cool find. Then found some 93 NBA Finals Jordan cards from Upper Deck. Got 3 of those. Let's see. Oh yeah, out of the rest of the skybox that I went through, I actually found one Dennis Rodman, which this is not, I don't think this is too easy to find in the skybox set. So this is a nice one. Only found one of those. Found one Charles Barkley and one Scottie Pippen. Those are probably the next 3 best cards in the set, other than the Jordan. And then we got a Gary Payton rookie. Probably the 4th best card or so. Kevin Johnson, Drazen Petrovic. I don't know if these are. I only found one Kevin Johnson, so I was kind of surprised how many like Sean Kemp, Karl Malone, and Dominique Wilkins I found compared to Kevin Johnson. So I actually put this one in the sleeve. And then Drazen Petrovic. This one was in really good shape, and I figured this might be something that somebody would collect. Rest in peace, Drazen. Anyways, we got a bunch of Sean Kemps. These are These are actually Tim Hardaway rookies. I should probably put these in sleeves too. Tim Hardaway rookies. Bunch of Karl Malones. I think these Malones, Stockton, Drexler, and Dominique Wilkins. Those must be a lot more common than the Jordan, Pippen, Rodman, and like I was saying, even the Kevin Johnson and Drazen Petrovic seems to be produced a lot less than these other Hall of Famers, but all these are Hall of Famers. Let's get organized again here. Put these over here. Okay, then we got a bunch of other stuff we found too. So let's go through. Let's go through these first. This was actually from Upper Deck 03-04, which is the year of the LeBron James rookie. And there was like a box of 400 or so of those cards, and I was kind of thinking I was going to find a LeBron, which booked for like $100. But it looks like the stars were put. That set's actually pretty good, considering how Upper Deck kind of went downhill in the early 90s or early to mid 90s. This set is actually pretty nice. I mean, there's a bunch of cards that have decent value. I think David Robinson books for like $1. Again, I don't pay too much attention to the absolute book value, but the relative book value is useful in case you're going through cards and you're just curious which ones are worth setting aside. That's, I think, a reasonable way to do it. We actually got pulled a Russell Westbrook rookie card. This one's kind of like a shimmery color texture. Unfortunately, I don't think Press Pass is the greatest set, although this is technically considered a Russell Westbrook rookie card, which the Russell Westbrook rookie cards in general seems to be very collectible. I think this one's only going to be worth, I saw it on eBay recently for $1 plus shipping. So, maybe this will appreciate considering it's still Russell Westbrook. Probably my favorite player since Jordan. He reminds me of Jordan in terms of his competitive spirit. These are actually second year Russell Westbrook cards. Again, I don't think this is the greatest set, Panini Rookies and Stars, but still second year Russell Westbrook. All this stuff was found from the boxes I showed in the beginning of the video. And then we have We have a bunch of 93, 94 Upper Deck, which was loaded for rookies. I think this is, so I'll go through these and let you know which ones of these are rookies. So we got a Anthony Davis rookie. Probably, I never really liked the Pacers, considering they always gave the Bulls a run for their money. But still, it's a rookie. I like all rookie cards. Nick Van Exel was. I loved watching Nick Van Exel. He's really fun to watch in the 90s. Sean Kemp, that's not a rookie. But Nick Van Exel's rookie, Isaiah Ryder, rookie, Jamal Mashburn, rookie, another Antonio Davis, Isaiah Ryder, Nick Van Exel again, Mashburn, Vin Baker is a rookie. This was a crazy year for rookies. Isaiah Ryder. I don't know what these cards are. Come back to those in a minute. So all of these are rookies from the 93-94 set. And then I also pulled out a few stars and Hall of Famers. Alonzo Mourning was really collectible in the 90s, along with Shaq. He's came out the same year as Shaq. So let's see, we got a few Alonzo Mournings, we got a few Karl Malones, Sean Kemp, and a Charles Barkley. I like this photograph. That's the year the Bulls played the Suns in the finals. The Suns had the best record that year, and I think Charles Barkley won the MVP that year. So we got a lot of hits, or if you want to call them hits, a lot of pulls from the 93-94 box. I don't know what these cards are. These are sort of like some type of game card. I don't know what you do with this Panini Adrenaline, if it's like a video game or something like a Magic the Gathering type of thing. This set I was actually surprised by, this Bazooka set. There's some good cards in here. That Karl Malone's like, I don't know, 50 cents or something book value, but this is like a thicker card. Kenyon Martin. I saw Kenyon Martin play in college against who did he? Oh, he was on Cincinnati. I saw him play in Chicago against DePaul, and he was just like lit it up in college. So a couple of those Bazooka cards. Let's see, what else haven't I gone through? This stack I haven't gone through yet. There's a Richard Jefferson relic card in here. Some type of I don't even know what this is. Some type of bullseye. It's technically a Jordan, and I collect all Jordans, but collector's choice is like crazy overproduced. So this isn't anything crazy, but it's a Jordan card, so I keep it. This is a insert card, some kind. Playmakers, Jermaine O'Neal. It says 1 of 20 p.m. So that's how many cards there are in that insert set. Got an earlier, I guess this is a 5th year Dwayne Wade. This is like a 2nd or 3rd year. What year is this? 94-95. Yeah, so this is like a 2nd or 3rd year. Alonzo Mourning, Kevin Garnett, Earl, Sean Kemp, Tim Hardaway. I don't know what year this Gary Payton is from. It made it look like a 1990 Topps baseball. I have no idea what year that's from. I went to Michigan, so I collect, players that went to Michigan, especially Chris Webber, Tom Brady, and Charles Woodson. This is actually an insert in the 94-95. The Total D insert set is a pretty good one. This is probably one of the less valuable ones, though. Like I always say, Mookie Blaylock was a very underrated defender. These are actually pretty nice. These are considered insert cards as well. Clyde Drexler had a whole insert set in the 93-94 box or set, excuse me. Let's see, we have an Allen Iverson when he was still on the Sixers. We got Scottie Pippen, another Alonzo Mourning, think this is considered a Jerry Stackhouse rookie. Juwan Howard for Michigan purposes. This is in a 93-94 insert. Tony Kukoc. Love the 90s Bulls, so I always put those aside. Yao Ming, I put a bunch of Yao Ming cards aside just because he was insanely popular internationally. So leave a comment in the description. Leave a comment down below if you collect Yao Ming, and I'm gonna everything except for the Jordan, the Kobe, and the Russell Westbrooks. I'm gonna be putting in my fan mail, or I should say, I'm going to be putting in my fan forwarding box for paying it forward freebies. I don't know what this is, like playground type photograph. I don't know what set that is. Turkey red, Topps Turkey red. This is a Kevin Durant from, let's see. So this is a Kevin Durant third year card. Paul Pierce, another Yao Ming, Allen Iverson later in his career. This is an insert, I think. Yeah, this is an insert card from 93-94 Fleer Ultra. I loved the style of the inserts back then. Alonzo Mourning after he got traded. This is technically a Christian Laettner rookie card, though I don't think it's really worth anything. I don't know why I pulled that aside, actually. Christian Laettner. I guess I liked him when he was on the Wizards, when he played with Jordan. This one's cool. This is like a... Who made this? Impel Marketing. I've literally never seen this card before. But it's a Dream Team card, and I love the Dream Team. So, especially because it's got Jordan on it. So that's a pretty sweet card. A lot of stuff here, guys. Recovered a lot of cards this time. Let's see, I didn't go through these yet. So, this is a numbered Vince Carter out of 3,999. Might as well not be numbered, I guess. Grant Hill. These are all rookies from 91-92 hoops. Kenny Anderson, rookie. Stacey Augmon, Steve Smith, Kenny Anderson again. More dupes of those. I don't know why I pulled that aside. Okafor. Chris Webber, insert card out of 199. I couldn't find this set anywhere. It's like Topps Full Court Photographer's Proof. I don't know. This is a Beam Team card from 93-94. A couple of more inserts here. This is a Ben Wallace rebounds leader, and it was right next to a Dennis Rodman rebounds leader. I'm actually going to put... Did I look this one up? Season crowns. Yeah. I'm going to put this off to the side. The Rodmans are the only... Rodmans and the Jordans are really the only ones that I won't put in the fan forward. Yeah, pay it forward, excuse me. Box. Barclays. Bunch of Barclays. Somebody likes Barkley, I'm sure. Mike Krzyzewski, USA basketball card. These are some oddball cards here. I don't know what this is. Oh, this isn't actually oddball. Star was around in the 80s, and it looks like they tried to make a comeback. But this is Star 94. Look at the caption. It just says Pro Info. I don't know what that's all about. It's almost like that should that was a misprint or something. But I really like the gradient color, how it fades from that darker green to the lighter green. Oh, there's Sean Kemp. This was the weird oddball card. Star Picks. I've never heard of this set before. And then just Charles Barkley. 91, 92 Skybox. Okay, then I love the vintage cards, so I've trying to build sets of the pretty much all Fleer 1990 and earlier. So this is just a bunch of 89, 90 Fleer. This is probably the best card in there. Stockton Malone All-Star Game. And then, let's see, some more Upper Deck. Dominique Wilkins, Barkley, Sean Kemp. I love this picture. I think we looked at these already, right? Yeah, this was when I was going through them in the video before I realized that that would take way too long. So we saw all these before. This was part of the 92-93 Fleer. Is that everything? Yeah, I think that's everything. So that was a lot of fun. It took a while, but I actually can't believe how much cool stuff we found here. These two are going to be my favorite cards. This one by far, followed up with probably the Russell Westbrook. So it was a lot of fun for me. Hopefully it was fun for you guys. If you guys like this video, go ahead and give it a huge thumbs up down below. Keep watching the channel. We got a ton of great content on recovering sports cards from thrift stores and other fun adventures. Got one video for you right here and another one right here. Help us get to 200 subscribers. We got an awesome giveaway where we're giving away a graded Nolan Ryan, a Darryl Strawberry rookie card, and a Heritage High Number Blaster. Tap the bell to turn on post notifications and smash that subscribe button right there. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.